Good morning, everyone. My name is Rick van Bruggen from Neotechnology, and here we are again recording a session of our Neo4j Graph Database podcast. And today I've got a guest joining me remotely from lovely Venice in Italy. That's Lorenzo Speranzoni from Larus. Hi, Lorenzo.
Hi, Rick. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning. Good to have you on the podcast. We got to know each other a little bit through some of the graph gists, I think, right, Lorenzo? You wrote some really interesting graph gists and some tweets and all of that wonderful stuff. Do you mind introducing yourself a little bit to our audience?
Yes, sure. My name is Lorenzo Speranzoni. I come from Venice, and I'm the CEO and founder of a small company which is called Larus. It's the Latin name for seagull. We are expert in developing custom software, and we really love graphs.
Okay, cool. How did you get into graphs? I've seen some of your work on, the Van Gogh's journey and the cycling and all of those wonderful things. But how did you get into graphs, Lorenzo?
Well, to be honest, it all started with frustration about NoSQL, about SQL, sorry, and we were tired to write those very big queries and enjoying after an afternoon spent optimizing those SQL queries. So we started looking at the NoSQL landscape. We also, apart from graph, we also started looking at all the technologies that the NoSQL landscape offers. But at a certain point, we just focused on graph database because we really love the fact that it's a fully ACID compliant database, and it is also normalized. So we love to model data that way.
Okay. So one of your experiments has been with Van Gogh's journey, right? I'm going to put it as a link in the podcast for sure. But how did that come about? Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, I really love art, also because my uncle was an history art professor, so I can remember the time we spent together talking a lot about art. And when I started to look at Neo4j, I decided to write a use case based on art, especially about Van Gogh, which is my favorite artist. What I wanted to do was modeling his journey across Europe in a Neo4j graph database. I wanted to understand during his trip the person he met and the other artist he met and what influenced his opera.
That's a fantastic use case. I've been reading it. It's a very long graph gist, but I really love it. It's very well done. Thank you for doing that.
It's a pleasure.
What kinds of use cases are you seeing? For graph databases in your environment. What kinds of things are you working on? And also maybe you can elaborate a little bit on where do you think it's going in the future?
Well, we are actually really enthusiastic because we are running lots of demos, especially for bank, insurance, and telcos companies, which is our main field of expertise.
Okay.
And what we are observing is also a great enthusiasm from the other side. People that attend to these demos are really excited about starting using Neo.
Mm-hmm. And what do they want to do with it? What excites them most, you think?
Well, lots of them is looking at the typical use cases you often talk about. Watching the recommendation engine, watching at the fraud detection, a typical use case for banking and insurance.
Okay, cool, very cool. So, and what do you think is coming? Where is this going? You think, both for you guys personally, as for Neo and graph databases in general. What does the future hold?
Well, let me say, people feel the desire to have some more powerful technologies to solve the pressing business problem they have. They are everybody is trying to solve that problems with a relational database, but they know it's too hard and too complex. So I know they need something else. And when we show Neo4j during our demos, people start feeling more uh, comfortable about the opportunity to have something that can really help them.
Yeah, well, I think in said, in the beginning it's like really, really, really hard, but but then it gets easier and easier after that, right? Is that also what you're seeing?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's absolutely true.
yeah, very cool. Cool. Thank you for coming on the podcast, Lorenzo. It was great having you here. I'll put some links on the blog post with the with the podcast as well, of course. It's been great having you in our community, and I hope to see a lot more of your wonderful work in the next couple of months.
Thank you so much, Rick, and to
Cheers.
everybody.
Bye.